What is up, my friends? It is your host, Nick Anderson, also known as Amongst the Whiskey, and today I'm going to do things a little different. You might know me as the long-winded whiskey writer, but today I'm going to go short and sweet for you. Experiment with a new recipe. Try soft and fast reviewing with Amongst the Whiskey. I'm going to get down to it. Quick and dirty, fast reviews for you today of some of the latest releases that are hitting the bourbon market. Up first, we're going to explore Mary Dowling. This is their Kentucky Straight wheated bourbon. It's a wheated mash bill, and they also use toasted barrel finishing technique. Read the close-up beer. The mother of bourbon is part of their branding. Kind of cool. This sucker is 91 proof, and I think I heard through the grapevine that this is distilled at Rabbit Hole. Though on the back label it reads, distilled and bottled by the Mary Dowling Whiskey Co., Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, probably suggesting that the Rabbit Hole theory is correct. But like I said, we're not going to pay attention to any of the details. We don't care about being thorough. We're just going to go hard and fast into a quick take whiskey review. Okay, nose on the Mary Dowling. Smells a little young. Let's taste. It's okay. That is my review of the Mary Dowling Wheated Bourbon. Up next, we're going to have a look at River Roots. This is a single barrel pick that was selected by Lux Liquors. It is once again a Kentucky Straight bourbon whiskey, aged 10 years. We got an age statement on this one. Bottled at 119 proof. This is barrel 825. Yep, distilled in Kentucky, bottled by River Roots Barrel Company, Cleveland, Ohio. Kind of cool. They got this fancy wax on the top. Let's see what's underneath that. At least they put a pull tab. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be able to get the bottle open, though. Maybe that's why it took me so long to get to this. Yeah, here we go. Once you get it started, it goes just fine. Kind of got a crusty? It's got like a crusty cork to it. I don't know how to describe that other than crusty. Yeah, it's just a little crusty. It spins very freely, but doesn't want to come out. It's got a really good axial fit, but it just kind of spins. I don't know why that's bugging me. I had never heard of River Roots until my buddy Alex sent me a bottle. Love what they're doing with the artwork on here. That's pretty sick. But most importantly, how does it taste? Hey, that doesn't suck. Is it a stud? I don't know. Tastes kind of beamy to me. It's okay. And that is my review of River Roots Kentucky Straight Bourbon. And staying right in the theme of reviewing all the latest and greatest releases, I have a wonderful Edward H. Brinkman distilled medicinal pint here. This was distilled in the fall of 1917, so pre-Prohibition, and bottled in the fall of 1931. So doing some quick math here, that's a 14-year whiskey that was bottled at the tail end of Prohibition. It was distilled in Ohio. It's very likely a bourbon, though this for medicinal purposes only whiskey doesn't say either way. But it does come in these old school style Schenley branded sardine cans. So they had these little pull tabs on the top with some instructions on how to open. You would get this key, peel away the tin, it's metal, that is containing the bottle. Inside there you'll see some cardboard that needs to get flipped open, and then you're able to pull out your medicinal whiskey. So for those of us that have been drinking since Prohibition, really becoming experts in the field of tasting whiskey, this is a lovely example of just a bygone era. But again, I think it's going to be important for us to taste this against these other releases, just so we kind of know where the current whiskey landscape is. You know, you just don't know who is producing the best whiskey these days, so why not see what Edward H. Brinkman, distilled in 1917, is all about? Wow, yeah, great nose there. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the best thing I've tasted today. So that is going to do it, folks. I think your best bet is to go out and find some 14-year Edward H. Brinkman Pre-Prohibition distilled whiskey. Those Ohio distilleries clearly know what they're on about, and if it's got that Schenley name, you know it's quality. But that's going to do it for this week's Bourbon News. I hope this was a insightful review for you to go out, hunt your local liquor stores for some of the best whiskey on the shelves. If you like this kind of advice, feel free to follow along, drop me a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm sure I'll have more great advice for you like this in the future. So, totally appreciate you taking the time to check out this style of review. But that's going to do it for today. Until next time, my friends, keep it amongst the whiskey.